Well, that was a rubbish start to the morning. Usually I get very stressed at these things. I padlocked my kayak onto the car, which I now start to do. And the key has snapped in the padlock. Unbelievable. Luckily I'm 5 minutes away. If I was any longer I'd be annoyed. I'm going to very quickly go home, grab my angle grinder and remove my kayak off the damn car. Unbelievable. Oh well.
You won't look after moans. I suppose you will never regret it. I should pull myself out from now. Cause you fucking love it when I fade. Cause you won't look after moans. I suppose you will never regret it. I should pull myself out from now. Cause you fucking love it when I fade.
Right, good morning everybody. Little session today. The time is 10 to 7 in the morning and we're just going to go out and see if we can get a hound or a ray, and I'm going to put some lugworm down as well just to see if there's any other species about. I've had one of them mornings where things don't go quite to plan. Had to go back and get the angle grinder. The Hobie cart wouldn't stay on the thing. Oh dear. Oh, it doesn't matter. We are finally out here on a glass flat morning and it's just good to be out. Now there's a reef here. I've got to be a little bit careful because it's only 2.5 foot of water and really I like to have 3 foot under me for my pedals. I'm just going to very carefully go, we're in 4 foot now, very carefully get over it. I'm just going to go and anchor up. I reckon if we had some lures with us, I reckon bass trolling today could be lethal, but we're not. So big tides, very big tides today, 7.5 meters. So yeah, nice spring tides, and at the moment it's sort of on slack water, which is nice because it just means that getting out there is nice and easy. About half a mile out, so it's not far, and of course you're on for the journey. Whew. Some lovely marks under us here, lovely big reefs and boulders. I'm pretty sure if I put a lure out I'd get something, but I've got one. I might put a sneaky one out just to see what's there. Right, see you in a bit. Boys, what did I tell you? I said I've got one hard lure, that is it. Oh, did it come off? No, he's still on. I've got one lure on. I've got one lure in my back, and I said today looks bassy, it's going to be lethal for bass. I've just flung out a hard lure and I'm just going to beat the blank and just get a little bass. I just felt today would be good for bass. Bass trolling might have been quite good fun today, but oh, look at it, stunning. There you go. That's how it's done. That is how it's done. It was too good not to put a bass lure on. I just thought, while I'm going out there, let me just have a couple of, just lob it out, see what happens. And I said, it was just a lure I had sitting in the car, actually, in my glove box, and I thought, I'm just going to put it in. I can't, it would be rude not to. There you go, that is my first, oh, there you go, see you later. First bass this year from Eastbourne, actually. I didn't get very many last year, so that is a good sign for the season to come. Right, let's try and get to the ray mark, shall we? This could be fun otherwise. There you go, what did I say? I knew there'd be bass this morning. It's perfectly flat calm, the water's clear, and it's nice early dawn. So we've bitten the blank already. We'd already had a bass on the kayak, so we didn't need to ride for the species hunt. But yeah, fantastic. You know, I'm not over the bass area now really, but you know, I'm not saying there won't be any attacking on the way. So bonus rod, you see, in most videos I come down, I say I stick 2 rods out trolling while I'm going to my mark, because there you go, you just never know what might pop up, and that just proves my point. Get a lure out there, see what you can catch. You know, you might get a mackerel, nice fresh bait, might get a garfish, which some people eat, or actually very good bait as well. Always worth trying. There you go, boys, there we go. Another one. Oh. Just a little one this time, I think. Little schoolie. Wouldn't mind a mackerel, bit of fresh bait, and not only that, I haven't got one this year, so it's on the species list. Oh, maybe I should have done this today instead of going to anchor. This would have been quite good fun, just smashing up things. But mind you, when the tide comes in here, it's never that great. So let's see what we've got here. Probably another little bass. Woo, last little minute dive. Yeah, another little bass. There you go. Another one. It's going to be a good year. Thing is, this is not what I planned to do. I would say I've only got 1 lure with me, and I've got bait. So, but saying that, if it's going to be a good year down here, I'll absolutely do a couple of sessions on them, because they're just such great fun, and they're so pretty as well. Look at that. Showing his dorsal. Beautiful fish. Stunning. Thank you. Yes. Oh, there we go, in again. So I've got the radio going off there. I can see him on the surface, just up the far end there. Turn that static down, turn the radio off for now. So 3 bass in about 5 minutes, and that's not with any colour lure that I've picked. That is literally just it's just the lure that I had in my glove box. Just shows it doesn't matter what you use, if they're there and they're hungry, they'll take anything. Not a bad fish actually, I thought it was going to be smaller than that. That is a decent bass. It wasn't fighting that hard, to be honest. He's absolutely annihilated the lure. Oh, sort that in a minute. That is a decent sizable bass. Very, very decent sizable bass that is. That's probably, I don't know, a couple of pound. I'll put him back. I'm not taking fish today. Lovely. Woo! This feels like a better bass. This nearly took the rod holder in. I'm just going back to shore because Kev's, my mate, he's just landed his kite and I can't see him in it. He's probably gone back to the car for something. Tried ringing him, so I wonder if he's forgot his phone. Just gonna go in and make sure he's okay. Might not be that big, but we'll see. But it's not very easy when you've only got, oh. Nope, he's come off because I was trying to faff with that. Oh well. Right, well we're at our mark now. It's only 12 foot. This mark today will go up to about 35 foot, something like that. But saying that, last time was a spring tide, and it didn't get that deep. It was only 25 foot. I think think what's happened is with the easterlies, we basically eroded the seabed. Now I'm about to take my underwater camera down. Right, there we go. It's only 12 foot on the bottom already. We'll grab the anchor trolley. Very easy. So we've dropped the anchor broadside. We will clip it in here. They'll release about double the depth of line. Don't need to do 5 times, 3 times. On a kayak, twice is absolutely ample. And then we'll just lob it up there, clip it on. I'm just going to let a little bit of, because I know it's going to go up to about 30 foot. I'm going to let out a little bit more than I usually would, purely based on the fact it's going to get deeper. The mark we're sitting on is actually now a sandbank. There's a few sandbanks, which is probably why it fishes well for rays. And this is where I had my turbot the other week. So we will see if any interesting delights come up today. Right, well, our anchor's just settled. It's a very big tide today, so we're swinging about a little bit. I don't know what it wants to do. I'm just making sure the speed is 0. It is. I've got plenty of chain down there, so there's no way it should be doing anything silly. Rig-wise, it's a bit of a change today because we're species hunting. I just thought, well, let me just change up the rigs. So we've got one hook here, just baited with a bit of lug, a bit of squid. And then further up, I've crimped an extra hook link with a little bit of tube just to off-kick it. And I've tied a spinner on the end, as you can see there, spinning blade, and just left the treble hook on. I'm just going to bait that up. I'm just going to see if it does anything. As I know this mark has produced for me a turbot, I'm wondering that little bit of spinning blade might just attract them. We'll see. We'll see. Fingers crossed. We'll see. I asked why come so close? You've had all the time to see us in the world, but you have to pass within 30 feet. Who knows? I'll never know. Odd. Right, no, those of you that know me know I like to not waste anything, as I'm a little stingy. So, bait-wise, anything which I think's disgusting and not really going to work for bait, I keep, put it in the freezer, and I take it with me on trips like today when I think it's going to be a little bit difficult fishing. That is all just squid juice and a couple of squid in there as well. I'll use that to tip off. What I do, make a big hole in the bag, like so, and then I pour the juices over the side. Well, I get it in the water, and I let go of all that nice juice and squeeze it all out. Obviously, the reality is that scent is going to be whoof, a long way away, but you're getting some scent in the water. You get little parts and residue, and sometimes if you never know what's in the area that might be looking for that scent. There might be a big conger, a big tote, which straight away goes, ooh, comes onto your baits. So always get rid of your juice in the water. That's probably obvious, but also just keep your old baits and lob them in as chum, just to get them going. It's 8:10 now. The tide is flooding away, as I knew it would be. It's a big spring tide. We're in 13.5 foot of water now, 13.8 now. It's going up, and I say it'll go up to about 30 foot. I don't expect any bites until probably about 9 o'clock when we get a little bit of depth. I'm hoping there's going to be a few clouds coming over, but I think it's going to be one of them blue sky blissful days today, so it's going to make fishing very difficult, but we'll give it a go anyway and see what we can do. You never know what might turn up, but we're going to have 4 rods out. We're going to have mackerel feathers out to see what we can get. We're going to have 1 on, say, a little bit of squid and a worm, and then 2 just on half squids. Just play it by ear. Right, well, I just wound in one of my rods, and the hook's gone. Spider crabs, they've obviously been having a nibble down there, which is not good. I'm hoping, with it being such a big tide, they won't be able to grip the bottom very easily and they'll just be pushed along. That's the idea anyway, but that means I'm gonna have to keep checking all the baits because, yeah, I don't want one of them days. Oh well, what can you do? Not a lot. Right, we've got our first fish of this session at anchor. And it's just a little place. No indication of a bite. I decided let me wind in and make sure it's not being pestered by spider crabs. But there we go. Little baby Plaice. We'll pop him back. We already had one of them for the species hunt, so it doesn't really matter. They're pretty though, aren't they? Pretty little fish. Hopefully we can get the hook out. Yep. Yep. Oh bloody hell. What we got here? Ah, another Plaice. Another little Plaice. A few little bites now, which is good. As expected. 9 o'clock, bang on. We're getting a few bites. Beautiful colours on them. Beautiful colours. Someone's had a little nip there, look. He's missing a bit of something. Right, I'll get him unhooked, get him back, and hopefully the big fish will come on the feed in a little while. Right, we've got another little bite on the lugworm and squid. Nothing on the big baits yet. I'd imagine it's just another little scrawny Plaice. See if you can spot the bite. It's just on the lower rod here. It'll be absolutely typical that what happens is when we start recording, the bite miraculously disappears. And there's no camera tricks where I tug the line and pretend there's a bite. That doesn't happen on this channel. There you go, there it is. There is a little bite there. Right, so we've got a little, I say little fish, there's definitely something on here. Bit better actually, it feels better. Might be a dogfish, it feels a bit heavier than a Plaice, but it's kicking like a Plaice. See if it's a decent sized Plaice. Maybe it's two, it could be two on. Oh, here we go, we're getting there, got some colour. Oh, it's not a big Plaice, but a little bit better. Oh, not big at all, but bigger. Not the target, but still a nice fish. Nice little Plaice. He's a bit fatter, a bit nicer. Right, boys and girls, my gut has told me that we need to go a little bit further out. Now I've got another mark which is just a bit further out, and I just have a feeling that, oh hang on, oh what are we into here? Probably into a spider crab here. Don't know actually, just wound in and we might be into a, is it going to be a spider crab or is it going to be a hound? No, it's a Plaice, another Plaice. I forgot this rig had this one, and I thought it was the big bait. It wasn't. Right, let's just drop the weight on here. Yeah, we're getting quite a few Plaice here, but it's not quite the target today. So the gut says move. So I think what we'll do, just another nice little Plaice. What we'll do, we'll go a little bit further out, and then we'll have sort of a good 2.5 hours at that new anchor point. So we're just winding in, take the weights off. I'll leave the rigs on, just wind in, keep them tight, and put them on the trunk. Right, let's get this one unhooked and try somewhere different. There you go, another Plaice, safely unhooked. Safely put back. They're really quick in the water. They're pretty cool to watch. Right, I'm just winding in my other rod. I think we've got another fish on. Probably another Plaice. Lots of Plaice today. I mean, it's very sunny, isn't it? But the water's not that clear. There he is. Must have had about 10 Plaice, I suppose, today. But we're going to try for a hound now, I think. But there you go, just another nice Plaice. So I'll zoom in. You might be able to see that cat there. He's just shooting his nets. He would have seen us. I'm not moving. I'm here first. Yeah, if you've got someone trying to make their money off one of your fishing spots, as I said, you know you're in the right place. But those nets, I think they run quite a bit actually. I think they're about 1,000 foot length. So it just means when we go in, we're going to have to go on the inside of them. Probably could run over the top, but I won't worry about that. We'll go over the side. There's a bite, boys. His first bite at anchor. It's been very, very quiet and very, very slow here. I'm just feeling him. As soon as he dams again, I'll strike him. Yeah, I think we're in. Yeah, we're in. What's it going to be? Ooh. Could this be a very small baby hound? Definitely some sort of weight there. Oh, I can see him. Ah, it's a dogfish, bugger. Obligatory dogfish. Not what we were after. I said hounds because I thought, oh, you never know, maybe there'll be a tiny one, you know. But unfortunately, no, not on this occasion. Hang on, let's try and get him out. Just make sure it's a dog, yeah, dogfish. There you go, obligatory dogfish. Come on, hounds, just a little one. Right, well, for some reason this anchor session hasn't really shown any fruits. It's been a little tricky, but there is a bit of mayrot in the water, so I'm pretty sure it's just, unfortunately, that's what it is, and a lot of the fish get pushed offshore or just go a bit further out when there's mayrot in the water. Shut this radio up. So I'm just very slowly picking all my rods apart and tidying up, and then we'll slowly head back in just before the tide changes, otherwise it's going to be a bit grim getting back because it's a very strong tide, it'll be against you, and it's just, yeah, not that nice. So we're going to try and get back in before that tide really changes. It has swung around a little bit, but it always does a bit early here. And of course we will troll a lure as we go, see if we can get a mackerel or another bass, a garfish. I've had a garfish on the lure down here. Yeah, we'll see. But for now, it's a failure on the anchor front for the smoothhound hunt, but you know, there's always next time, and we've got plenty of the year and the best bit of the year to come. So right, well, I was just bringing in my my last rod, and we have a new species for the kayak. It is a dab. So Sussex Kayak Fishing 2022, and it's rough, which means it's a dab.
And has it got spots? No.
No, not really, no. It's definitely a dab. Nice and rough skin. There you go, a dab. Yeah, little dab. Goodbye. Happy days.
'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw myself out from the roof. 'Cause you fucking love it when I fade. 'Cause you won't look after my wounds. I suppose you will never regret it. I should throw
Right, we're coming to the end of
myself
our session now. I was just winding in the lure rod because there's a few swimmers around, and it's their little area, so I don't want to be trolling any lines or making any mistakes which could damage someone's eyes or fingers or feet. Oh, no wonder why that lure was behaving badly. There's a bit of mayrot on it. Well, thank you for joining us today. It's not been an absolutely packed episode with fish, but we've had some nice bass at the beginning. That was a nice surprise. We've had a few nice plaice, obviously obligatory dogfish, and we also got a dab, which was great because that's on the species list for the kayak. So excellent stuff. If you've not subscribed already and you've got this far, obviously click the button. It's free of charge. It just helps me out, and it also means that you'll see in the videos hopefully go up in the notification if you hit the bell. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a lovely week. I'm going to make sure I don't run over any swimmers.